From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 4 a.m.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Fox 4 News at 4 a.m. I'm Matt Stewart. It is Friday. We made it to the weekend. Michelle, though, not going to be able to make it over to the weatherboard. Are you okay?
Yep, I'm good.
There's a lot of cords on the floor.
There's a lot of cords. That one's elevated
and
a
she's
little
wearing
bit more.
heels. Yeah, what are you going to do? I'm glad you didn't fall.
Me
Thought I
too.
might have to come over and save you. Anyways, it is Friday,
It has been a long week,
Oh,
friend.
for you, with those storms especially, thank goodness the storms are gone, and we're looking at a good weekend, right? Well, rain.
Full of rain.
Rain, I guess, yeah. It's a Friday. Yeah, we're a little verklempt this morning, apparently.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, it is going to be a lovely weekend to do anything indoors. So if you're going to the movies this weekend, awesome. If you have other activities planned indoors, great. If you're looking for something that you could do outdoors, just wait till Sunday. Sunday will be the day. Sunday's going to be the drier day, most definitely. We've got cloud cover pushing on in to Kansas City right now, and eventually rain on the move. It's out to our southwest, not here in our viewing area just yet. Our temperature is kind of similar to that of yesterday. 50 right now in downtown on the plaza, upper 40s out of Lee Summit. We've got 47 in Olathe, with 43 on the north side out of KCI, low 40s up in Excelsior Springs and along 36 Highway. We're going to watch these temperatures kind of hold steady, especially once the rain hits. So these rain showers out to our southwest that you see moving towards Wichita and Emporia next in line for that activity, that's going to be drawing into the Kansas City area a little later on this morning. So rain gear, that'll be something that you definitely want to grab before heading out the door, because even if you're off to a dry start and you're commuting here within the next hour and nothing's falling, you're going to need it as we progress into mid to late morning and definitely for the afternoon and evening. There might even be a few rumbles of thunder out there. We'll have high temperatures basically holding on to the upper 40s at best, middle and upper 40s area wide. And then those rain chances, they are going to carry over into Saturday's forecast. So I'll be tracking that with you coming up.
So you say it's going to rain.
Yes.
All right, we'll be ready for the rain. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it. Well, we are following a developing story up in northeast Kansas. Police there have arrested a man accused of shooting and killing a Catholic priest.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 4:30 a.m.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Abby Eden. Nick Bassos has the morning off and we are weather aware this morning. Let's get a check on our forecast with meteorologist Michelle Bogowith. And Bogo, weather aware for just rain.
Just
right?
rain.
That's the good news.
If there's any rumbles of thunder, it's just a good old-fashioned springtime thunderstorm for the day today. Nothing severe even heading into the start of the weekend. Any severe weather threats are going to be way out to our south and east in areas that were battered yesterday with some of those tornadoes that we had those reports coming in. And then the previous day into Wednesday, they've had it bad out to the south and east. For us, we're just waking up with a lot of cloud cover here in downtown Kansas City, sitting right at 50 degrees in downtown on the plaza, upper 40s out of Grandview, Lee Summit, Belton, Gardner. It's 47 in Olathe. We have 43 on the north side out of KCI, some low 40s sprinkled in up around Smithville, back towards Excelsior Springs. And there's the rain that is on the move. You could see that pushing away from Wichita up towards Emporia. So that is what will be driving into Kansas City, coinciding with the morning rush a little later on. If you are an early morning commuter and you're trying to get out the door, I think you might do so with dry conditions, at least for the next hour and a half or so. But once we start getting closer to the 6 a.m., the 7 a.m. commute especially, that's when rain chances will be significantly increasing. Our temperatures, they're not increasing much today at all. They're actually going to hold fairly steady. Upper 40s at best as we move along into the afternoon. So don't forget warm layers in addition to the waterproof layer for your top layer. We will focus our attention on more rain in store heading into the weekend and who has the best chances coming up.
All right, Michelle, thank you. And the National Weather Service confirms at least 8 tornadoes in Missouri on Wednesday, and that includes an EF3 southwest of St. Louis. It had 165-mile-per-hour winds and was on the ground for almost 22 miles.
From the station that's working for you, This is Fox 4 News at 5 a.m.
Good morning, Kansas City. The weather outside your home is dry right now, most likely, but that's not going to last long. We are weather aware for the start of a wet and rainy weekend. Thank you for joining us for Fox 4 News at 5 a.m. I'm Abby Eden.
And I'm Carrie Stoll in for Nick Passos. He's going to take a couple of days off of work.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. This week feels long.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's been chilly outside.
It's been chilly. The weather's been up and down.
Yeah.
We've had like a whole year of weather in one week.
in a
I
short
was going to say,
period of
remember
time.
Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? I feel like that was like a week ago that we had
Right.
tornado warnings in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But that
just
was
a couple days ago.
Yeah, that sure was.
Been a long week for sure.
It has, and we will continue to add to those rain gauges for later today. I'm tracking this rain out to our southwest. It's starting to push closer and closer, at least to the southwest side of our viewing area. As that makes its way on in, we will see our rain chances going up, increasing throughout the day today.
You're watching Fox 4 News at 5 a.m.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us for Fox 4 News at 5 a.m. I'm Abby Eden.
And I'm Carrie Stoll in for Nick Passos. He's missing out. You know, we're on the turn. It's starting to warm up outside. We've got a nice few days coming up, right?
Well, after
Carrie,
a
have you
couple
been paying
of
attention?
weather-aware days,
Paying attention.
and I'm pretty sure he's in a nicer climate.
I'll admit, I was looking ahead to next week.
That's
I was
fair.
trying to figure out if I could get outside, you know, what's the forecast going to be like?
I
It's been
know.
so cold this week that
has
we've
been.
been stuck inside.
I'd skip ahead too.
I would love
I'm
to
just looking
just
ahead.
Yeah.
move right on into next week. But,
Yeah.
you know, the weekend is here. And you might want to make some indoor plans, especially for tomorrow. I think Sunday will be brighter and definitely drier.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 6 a.m.
Good morning. It is gloriously Friday. I'm Pat McGonigal.
And I'm Abby Eden. Gloriously indeed. And we need something to smile about, a little sunshine in our lives, because Mother
ain't
Nature
happening.
isn't giving us any today, Michelle.
Not in the forecast today.
Yeah.
Not really tomorrow.
Okay.
But by Sunday.
Hey.
Sunday, we're going to have sunshine returning. Not
good.
the warmth. That's not until next week.
It'll feel warmer with the sun, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It tricks the mind.
It does.
So don't be deceived by the dry conditions that you might be stepping out the door to. Grab rain gear. You're going to need it. And the kids at the bus stop, they're going to need it. They're also going to need a warm layer underneath because it's going to be chilly.
Yeah.
It's going to be a chilly rain.
Yeah.
So let's head on over to the big board, show you what we got going on. Out the door early this morning, we've got this rain pushing on into the west side now of the 435 loop in between I-70 and 35 out on the Kansas side. So in between Ottawa and Lawrence, we've got some very light rain falling that extends up towards Olathe.
You're watching Fox 4 News at 6 a.m.
Good morning, and thank you for sticking with us. I'm Abby Eden.
And I'm Pat McGonigal. It's Friday, and if your car is still covered by Wednesday's mud rain, good news.
Shouldn't be any more mud rain.
Free car.
Good.
wash.
Just rain.
Just rain.
Clean rain.
Clean rain.
A cleansing rain is
Clean
a-coming.
rain. Yeah. We won't get into that.
And on that note, I'm just going
Right.
to head on over to the
Yeah.
big board and
No,
just
that's
get
good.
right on into
There
the
you go.
forecast, because radar this morning is starting to fill in on the west side of our viewing area. You can see those very light rain showers in between 35 and 70 this morning, now pushing north of 70 as that enters the 435 loop. We've
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 7 a.m.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Abby Eden.
And I'm Pat McGonigal. We've made it to Thursday. We get a break from the drama, short break from the rain, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the best way to put it.
It'll be back in time to impact the weekend.
Of course, you know, so any outdoor
It's all
weekend
right.
plans that you had to close out your work week on Friday, maybe even kick off Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a little soggy, but here's the deal. I know yesterday there might be a lot of storm anxiety, especially after those tornadoes rolled through the southern portion of our viewing area. There's not going to be severe weather heading into the weekend. Okay, this is just going to be rain. Our temperatures are going to be much cooler, so we don't have necessarily the warmth to really fuel any bigger storms. So mostly just a rain event heading into Friday and Saturday.
You're watching Fox 4 News at 7 a.m.
We are creeping up on 7:30 on a Thursday. I'm Pat McGonigal.
And I'm Abby Eden, and it's going to be a nice enough day, Michelle.
Better than the start yesterday.
Ooh.
Yes.
Doesn't
for
take
sure.
much, though, after yesterday morning. My goodness, I was like, just 24 hours ago.
It was wild.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you guys did a great job. That was
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you
And I was so fortunate to have Alex County. He's such an excellent weather team member.
Yeah, you guys were a great team.
helping out with all of those warnings that did actually turn into real tornadoes down to our south.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know there was a lot of people affected by that. Today will be a day that you'll probably be able to get out and get some cleanup done.
Take a breath.
Take a
Yeah.
breath and know that any of the rain that comes from here through the upcoming weekend is non-severe.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 8 a.m.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 1. I'm Pat McGonigal.
And I'm Abby Eden, and it's a lovely start to the morning, so you may be wondering, why are we weather aware?
Yeah, what do you, what's, you know?
Well, it's happening tonight, Michelle, so we are warning people, right?
We sure are. We're getting ahead of the game here because I know it is very nice out the door early this morning. We're actually running warmer than our start this time yesterday. Still cool enough that you're going to want to at least have a warm layer ready to go. The blanket of clouds that will be with us. Some filtered sunshine early this morning is what to expect. We're up to 48 degrees right now in downtown Kansas City. Out of KCI 46, the same goes for Lawrence. For Lee Summit, we're at 45 in Olathe. Up to 40 now out of Carrollton and 41 over in Marshall. Those are two locations that were still hanging on to 30s last hour. Now,
You're watching Fox 4 News at 8 a.m.
Good morning, and thank you for sticking with us. I'm Abby Eden.
And I'm Pat McGonigal. Abby, our producer Nathan, has cooked up something fiendishly fun for this half hour.
Uh-oh.
It's a generational battle. It's Gen X and Millennials versus Gen Z.
Ooh, who's our Gen Z rep?
I don't know. We have a lot of them.
We do have a lot of
one
Gen
right
Z
now,
reps.
I think.
Kira's over there, for example. Yes, we got one over here on the prompter. Avery's in the house. Nathan, Gen Zer.
Yep.
He is, yep.
Okay,
Producing
so
the show.
we'll find out. Hey, Millennial Michelle.
He's a
Millennial Michelle. Oh gosh, now that's gonna stick.
Yes, not as good as BOGO, but
No. But in all seriousness, no April Fool's joke here today. We are weather aware, and I do want to bring it to your attention that we have been upgraded with our severe weather threat now to a level 3. That is different from just a half hour ago. We got the update in at 8 a.m. and now that is looking more and more likely and more concerning that we will have a pretty significant event with some stronger wind gusts in particular.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 9 a.m.
All right, thanks for joining us here on the Niner alongside Kristen Palmer. I'm Nick Vassos. Great to have you here. We are weather aware this morning. Some soggy conditions are still around, and I don't know, there might be still a few things we need to look out for. Let's check in with Alex County. Alex?
Yeah, good morning, guys. 9 o'clock. We just really had some loud thunderstorms rolling through Kansas City, mainly a wind and hail event here for the metro. That was back towards about 4 o'clock in the morning into the 5 o'clock hour. We've actually been pretty quiet, all things considered, here in Kansas City for the last several minutes. Just cloudy right now. Still very mild as well from the Boulevard camera, just holding on to those overcast skies. At the same time, maybe some leftover sprinkles in areas of showers, all non-severe for both sides.
You're watching Fox 4 News at 9 a.m.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks for sticking with us as Fox 4 News at 9 continues. Guess what?
What?
It's National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. So I'm excited for that. Our very own Pat McGonigal is going to show us apparently the right way to make a PB&J in just a few minutes. I didn't know there was a wrong way.
I didn't either. Now, do you think Pat is a creamy peanut butter guy, or do you think he's more nutty?
I would go with nutty.
Yeah, I think
if I
Pat.
had to
I
put
do
Pat
too.
with anything.
Yeah, I think nutty. I think nutty, but that's very much on brand
Do you
for
like
Pat.
the cream or the?
Yeah. No, I prefer nutty. So.
It's so funny.
Yeah. There
There
he
he goes.
He's
That
getting
nut.
that. Hey. What is he's licking his fingers and putting it in the jar? Come on, Pat. All right, we're going to check in with Pat in just a little bit. Meantime, after a very busy morning, let's check in with meteorologist Alex County. He and the Fox 4 weather team have been tracking a system all morning long. Good morning, Alex.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Still in pretty good shape here in the metro. Over the last couple of hours, it's been relatively quiet in Kansas City. Cloudy for sure, a little breezy, and we've been holding on to non-severe light rain and drizzle.
Today on Great Day KC, we have just the spot for all your breakfast needs. Plus, we head to the Alamo City and experience a taste of the fun on this Travel Tuesday. And our chat with Rosamund Pike on her series, The Wheel of Time. Great Day KC starts right now.
Good morning. You're looking live outside on this Tuesday morning. Happy first day of April, everyone. No fools about it, or, will we get fooled? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Last year, they did get us not once, but twice. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Tony Talley.
And I'm Carrie Lippert-Gillespie. Good morning, everyone. We already told Micah, get out of here.
I know.
No fools here.
Well, I don't know. You missed your line.
I was putting my phone back here. No April Fools today, you guys. Be aware, just be on your toes. Like, I've already seen a couple businesses that will post like the April Fools, whatever their joke is. Like, I saw the Roastery posted this morning that they were doing a collab with like a burnt ends latte.
Oh my God.
It sounded horrible. And then at the end, they said April Fools.
Yeah.
They had the latte, and then they had a picture, of course, and then they had a hunk of meat on top of the latte.
But someone's at home probably like, let me see what this is all about. Let me make this myself. But you know what? That is not a great combination in my eyes, but I know what's going to be great, and that is this show. So let's go ahead and make it a great day, everyone, and get into today's Hot Topic Talkers.
Everyone, just have your head on a swivel, okay? April Fools, just stick tight.
She's like, I have to remind you one more time.
Yes.
I have to reiterate.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at Noon.
And we are following breaking news at this noon hour. Sporting KC getting ready to hold a press conference, which could start any minute now. Now, it all comes just one day after the club announced its parting ways with longtime head coach Peter Vermes. Vermes became the team's manager in 2009, but held other managerial positions at Sporting before that. The 2025 season start has been rough for the club with no wins so far, so we will bring you that event live as soon as it begins. You can also stream it on fox4kc.com. And thanks so much for watching us at noon. I'm Pat McGonigal.
And I'm Kristen Palmer. And while we wait on that press conference, we are weather aware this afternoon, so we do have to get a check on the forecast. Meteorologist Michelle Bogowith been tracking it all morning.
And we will continue to do so right along into the late evening, the overnight hours, when those showers and thunderstorms really start to fire up, having some pretty big impacts to our viewing area. More on that coming up here in just one moment. We've got a lot of cloud cover, though, out across the area as our temperatures are slowly but surely warming here at the lunch hour. We've got mid-50s, lots of mid-50s on the map with some lower 50s sprinkled in.
You're watching Fox 4 News at Noon.
Thanks for sticking with us for Fox 4 News at Noon. I'm Kristen Palmer.
And I'm Pat McGonigal. We are weather aware on this April 1st, so let's get right on over to meteorologist Michelle Bogowith to tell us what we can expect.
And this is not an April Fool's joke. We legit are weather aware. We have showers and thunderstorms that will turn strong to severe as we move along into the late evening, the overnight hours, and tomorrow morning, a line that's going to be pretty impressive as that moves into Kansas City, impacting especially the early part of the morning commute. So heads up. We'll get to that part of the forecast here in just a moment.
A ruling is in, and some are saying it's a win for taxpayers in Jackson County. I'm Crystal Martinez. Next at 4, a live report on why a judge says a previous assessment by Jackson County was done incorrectly.
Saw a few quick hitting showers, even a little teeny tiny hail. Low for now, but it gets active overnight and up.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 4 p.m.
Well, we've
we've got some raindrops coming down around the metro. Our severe weather risk has upgraded since yesterday. There's potential for hail, damaging winds, and tornado. Welcome into Fox 4 News at 4 on this Weather Aware Day. I'm Crystal Martinez.
I'm Bria Love. Let's get straight to Fox 4 meteorologist Joe Loria. So, Joe, what can we expect tonight?
Well, it's going to be an active night, I think, around the area, particularly into the wee hours of tomorrow morning through probably the early part of tomorrow morning's rush hour. We've got several things that we need to kind of go through, including what happened early this afternoon. A little band of showers, a couple of thunderstorms rumbled through the state line and moved very quickly out towards the east of 65 Highway.
You're watching Fox 4 News at 4 p.m.
Make sure to keep your phones charged and your weather radios plugged in tonight.
The worst of the storms are set to hit after we go to bed tonight. Meteorologist Joe Loria is tracking the system on this Weather Aware night. So, Joe, what is the timing of these storms?
Yeah, so a couple of things. One, there might be like an appetizer storm or two between 9 and midnight. I think that activity will be kind of more isolated in nature. We'll need to watch that as it comes into the metro, if it even forms. Should be weakening as it comes into Kansas City, but for areas south and west of Kansas City, especially Lawrence, Ottawa, Osage City, down towards Emporia and Garnett, that storm could be a little beefier for you. Again, that's between 9 and midnight.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 5 p.m.
The calm before the storms as the metro prepares for a loud night of storms, possibly severe. The first round set to hit later tonight. Another more powerful line coming through overnight. I'm John Holt.
I'm Bria Love. We continue to be weather aware tonight. So let's go over to meteorologist Joe Loria joining us now with a timeline of the storms. Joe?
Yeah, so that first round, roughly between 9 and midnight, questionable about how strong those storms are going to be within the metro. They may be on a weakening trend as they come towards Kansas City. Hopefully that'll be the case. The second line, that's going to be the beefy line. That'll be a squall line. That's due after around 3 o'clock, maybe as late as 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's the line that we're increasingly concerned about because the atmosphere may be a little bit more primed for worse weather, worse hail, stronger winds, and maybe some tornadic thunderstorms as those come through as well, right?
You're watching Fox 4 News at 5 p.m.
And those clouds are rolling into the metro as we brace for what could be a loud night ahead. We can expect overnight storms as we continue to be weather aware tonight.
2 rounds to be weather aware of, in fact, later tonight, then even more powerful storms in the early morning hours. Joe, the timeline here's the key, isn't it?
Yeah, so 2 windows, like you mentioned. One particularly after 9 o'clock, roughly 10 to midnight. Could be a couple of storms out there. Can't guarantee that the entire metro gets something out of that one, that first round. But some of you could get some wind and hail out of that first round.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 6 p.m.
Where it is literally the calm before 2 storms. I'm John Holt. Welcome in. Round 1 just a few hours away. A stronger round 2 comes early tomorrow morning. We're weather aware, and Joe's monitoring the timeline for the double whammy, Joe.
Yeah, round 1 and round 2 haven't even formed yet. Round 1 could be a little bit more of a scattered type of situation. A lot of you may not get anything from that. Round 2 should be more widespread. That's the one that we're more concerned about in terms of its ability to produce severe weather. We've got a level 3 risk of severe weather overnight tonight, particularly as we get after midnight through daybreak tomorrow morning. That's a scale from 1 to 5. So a level 3 is something that you got to pay attention to as it moves into the area and storms develop, because those storms are going to have the ability of producing severe weather.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 9 p.m.
I've been here 15 years now, and this is the worst thing that's happened to me.
From early in the morning to late in the evening, tornadoes roll through central and southern U.S.
And those storms still going strong tonight. This damage just coming in from Greenville, Illinois. That's just east of St. Louis.
At one point tonight, there were at least 27 tornado warnings out at the same time. Thanks for joining us at 9. I'm Bria Love.
And I'm John Holt. The tornado outbreak started well before sunrise. This photo showing the damage in Owasso, Oklahoma. That's near Tulsa. That tornado slammed into the small town around 6:40 this morning. Those tornadoes quickly spread into Missouri as well. Here's a look at a tornado as it formed in the eastern Missouri unincorporated town of Cadet. That's south of St. Louis. Danny Rice submitting this video, and here's some of the damage it left behind in the Potosi area, just a bit farther south from the Missouri Highway Patrol. Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe activating the National Guard this afternoon to help with the Missouri response. In Nevada, Missouri tonight, the National Weather Service confirmed an EF1 tornado ripped through that small town, wind speeds reaching up to 100 miles per hour, leaving behind a lot of damage.
You're watching Fox 4 News at 9 p.m.
Well, we're wrapping up a long day of severe weather, including tornadoes.
It all started early this morning and into tonight. Nevada, Missouri was one of the cities that had to deal with early morning severe weather. The southwest Missouri city reported 1 injury and numerous buildings damaged. The tornado had winds of nearly 100 miles an hour.
From the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 10 p.m.
Another night of severe weather. This funnel cloud formed over Spring Hill in central Tennessee. More of the Mid-South was under tornado watch this evening. A flash flood warning and a flood watch also in effect.
Deadly tornadoes have left behind a path of destruction over the past couple of nights. In fact, this massive tornado made its way across several counties near Lake City, Arkansas last night in the northeast part of the state. Tonight, at least 7 are dead from the storms in the south and Midwest, including 1 in Missouri.
The National Weather Service confirms at least 8 tornadoes in Missouri yesterday. That includes an EF3 southwest of St. Louis. It had 165 mile-per-hour winds, and it was on the ground for almost 22 miles.
Cleanup and repair continue after that EF1 tornado hit Nevada, about an hour and a half south of downtown Kansas City. Southeast Missouri also hit hard. In fact, the death in Missouri, southern Missouri, a fire chief in the Whitewater Fire District died while responding to a stranded car.
Severe weather also hit Indianapolis overnight, including multiple reports of tornadoes. In Brownsburg, Indiana, emergency responders rescued 3 people after strong winds caused the partial collapse of a warehouse. That threat of heavy rain and flooding finds us weather aware again tonight. I'm Bria Lev.
And I'm John Holt. No tornadoes in our immediate future, but the rain is expected to begin tomorrow. Joe Lauria tracking the weekend timeline for us, Joe.
Yeah, so things will improve to some extent over the weekend, but tomorrow is just going to be one of those iffy days. I don't think it's going to rain all day, but the highest chances of rain will be sometime tomorrow morning around or after daybreak, and probably linger through the middle of the afternoon. So obviously we're weather aware for rain. Off and on in nature for it tomorrow. It'll be coming up from the south and west. So when you watch Michelle first thing tomorrow morning, she'll probably be showing you rain coming up from southern Kansas and heading up into Kansas City. I'm not expecting any severe weather with this, no flooding. The rain amounts will be something, but
from the station that's working for you, this is Fox 4 News at 10:30 p.m.
Tonight, an area lawmaker has declared he'll run for Kansas Secretary of State. Retired Colonel Pat Proctor of Leavenworth is a Republican.
The House Elections Committee chair sat down with Fox 4's Kansas Capitol Bureau Chief Rebecca Chung today, a story you'll see only on Fox 4.
Representative Pat Proctor, a Republican from Leavenworth, is vying to be Kansas's top election official.